Hi, what's up everyone? A very warm greeting and welcome from me to you. My name is Aho. If you guys are new at here, I have to letting you guys to know that I'm really want to doing my best job of sharing every useful idea to people. I am also understand most of the time we really require to use some of the positive affirmation to reprogram our subconscious mind so that we can convince ourselves we are living in the positive life we are desired the most. But if you intentionally use those kind of positive affirmation just as a coping mechanism for you to as to deny, suppress, and escape any bad situation you don't want to face the most, it only can become a frustrating resistance because before that I already told you guys many times, the more you resist, the more you resist persist. That's why you have to understand, if any kind of affirmation become a resistance for anything you don't want, it only perpetuate those kind of undesired situation. That's why it doesn't really work. So today in this video of mine, I have to let you guys to understand that before you going to believe any kind of positive affirmation, you have to find any kind of practical benefits according to your most recent situation. Now, let's think it deliberately for a moment. Okay? Just take the time to think that if any kind of bad situation you face that really so compelling you to believe it is so real in front of your eyes, that means it is a reality you already live in and you also require to go through it. Since those kind of bad situation is something inevitable, there is no point if you want to use any kind of coping mechanism to run away from it. You also will rationally to think that there is something so unworthy to do, to pretend yourself so positive in order you can consider yourself you are good right now, that actually you don't really believe what you say to yourself. So if this is the case, that's why today I have to let you guys to think about it carefully so that you sometimes you begin to understand, in order you want to see any kind of good change, there is, you require do your best to make yourself feel better from your recent struggle, rather you just using any kind of affirmation that doesn't you that you doesn't really believe, to lie yourself, say that, oh, you can directly live in the happy life you want to live, while you consider those kind of bad things seemingly doesn't happen before. It's really important for you to find out any good opportunity to transform yourself as an individual. So my meaning of here is, if you already understand that sometimes we really need to at least to find any opportunity for yourself to create some space for yourself that you can to deal in the feeling better kind of situation as long as possible, despite you cannot run away your bad days. Let me do it as take an example for you. Let's say today you've been scolded by your boss, say that you are so unproductive today and you don't have any good mood to go through your day, but at least deep inside yourself you realize that at least you are an honest accountant, and you also feel so good about yourself. You are a that kind of good person. So you also need to try your best how to validate those kind of notion about yourself so that you can feel better throughout your day, although your boss doesn't really appreciate you and only just knows how to judge and criticize how bad you are. You have to try your best to figure out how to, really to validate you feel good yourself as an honest accountant. For example, you also can write a blog to teach people how important and how good is it to become an honest man, especially in an accountancy field. Or maybe you can write a short post about it on your Facebook profile page. Or even you also can do like me, create a YouTube video to talk about and convince people how good is it to become an honest accountant in any kind of industry, and something like that. That's already good for you to validate yourself. Actually, you can use those kind of quality you have to make your day become better. And you see, any kind of your personal unique quality and values are really so important for you in case if in the time you need the most, they will become your last resort. So that's why I always emphasize to you, you have to find those kind of value and quality already you already possess and develop them for your highest good in whatever situation, and even though you have nothing else left in your life. So from that point on, if you already understand that sometimes most of the law of attraction cultures teach uh, teach so much, some sort of quote unquote the manifestation secret that the school didn't teach, is sometimes quite fascinating for us, but they already forget they also require to helping their students by working on their current belief system, rather just use any kind of escaping mechanism to lie themselves, to don't believe what they already believe, whereby that's only will perpetuate more problem they don't really even realize. That's why in most recent time, some of the spiritual practice already going downward thing, is because just keep promoting those kind of delusional positive thinking that only teach people how to deny and suppress any particular pain that require their own attention. So that why you hardly to find any kind of practical assistance from those kind of coach. If you really realize this kind of thing, now is a time for you to think it carefully, so that you at least can realize actually sometimes we also require our most recent belief to help us to find out more whether we still can try our best to feeling better in any kind of shortcoming or hard time. So that from here, you also can easy to understand that even though sometimes in any kind of bad situation is so torturing like hell, if we still manage from there to help ourselves to find any possible opportunity let us to feel a little bit better, that is the practical benefit you have to work on. For example, if you struggle with your financial, how to you one of the things you have to work with is your financial security. How to secure yourself financially is the most crucial step for you. If you just force yourself, oh, I'm so fancily rich, it's nothing really practical for you to believe on, since what you already live at doesn't really resonate for that kind of belief. May or you just keep affirming, I am so rich, I live in the infinite abundance, doesn't really guarantee any good return for you. So that's why that is really important. Don't try yourself. Don't force yourself. Try to believe those kind of things. You are still impossible to believe. So just work at the aspect of how to at least make yourself feel better first. Especially in this case, if you want to find more financial security, at least you save your money, or you try to involving in any kind of side hustle that can let you to find any kind of side income, at least can support your long-term expenses, even though it doesn't really make yourself looks like very rich. But if that is can really make you to at least feel better, that is something really good, doesn't it? So it's really a truly practical benefit you should proceed if you can't really feel positive right now. So I hope that today, after you watching this video, you guys at least can try to understand that if you want to have a better life, it's not by force yourself to believe the thing that you can't possibly believe. Instead is in any kind of struggle, if you can manage yourself, at least make yourself feel more relaxed, calm, and emotionally neutral, those really can contribute your feeling better factors. At least you can restabilize your own mental and emotion for a little while. That's already good enough for you for the moment. And then only by that you will understand that if you want to grow yourself, become better person, it's not by forcing yourself to believe something that you can't really believe. Instead, it is come naturally by how you begin on see any kind of let you feel better opportunity. So that's all for today from me to you. Thanks for your time to watch my inspiring video. Share it to other people around you so that they also can be inspired by me. Click a like button below. If you don't really like it, want to click the dislike button. That's never mind as long as you don't work with me. Leave your critical comment at the comment section below. I also willing to hear your opinion about this topic. And also most importantly is you guys are free to subscribe my both YouTube and Bigo channels, because once you subscribe both of my these channels, you guys will become the better person that will free from any kind of delusion affirmation. So enjoy the rest of your day. I wish you all have a great